Does he really need to eat 12,000 calories to realize that that's why these people are overweight? That eating a bunch of fast food in ridiculously high portions, it causes weight gain. Did one single person learn anything from watching this video? Coach Greg, in today's video, Jesse is living with the most unhealthiest couple in the world. And so I can't wait to find out if it's in fact Mr. Mike with anybody, or is he going to be hanging around with Togi and perhaps catching chlamydia? Time will tell.
This is a massive problem.
Let us see what the unhealthiest couple in the world is actually doing.
This is Tay and D Baby, and for the last 8 months, they've been in a happy, loving relationship where they've been pushing each other to reverse the damage that their previous lifestyle caused.
And so the unhealthiest couple in the world has been doing everything right. They've been going to the gym, doing cardio, eating healthy in a calorie deficit, losing dozens of pounds each and every month, but yet they're the unhealthiest couple in the world. This is bullshit. They're not the unhealthiest couple. They're perhaps the couple trying the hardest to lose weight that I've ever seen. Why are we somehow putting them down, making fun of them, forcing them to watch Jesse eat their previous meals? This is not the most unhealthiest couple in the world. This is the couple that cares perhaps the most, trying to undo all the previous damage that their lifestyle had done to them in the past.
The first order of business is to weigh ourselves, just to get an idea of where we're starting at. I'm nervous. Are you nervous for me?
I'm nervous for you.
Oh no!
Why is Jesse pretending to be nervous? Jesse has a six-pack. He's probably at 12% body fat. What is he nervous about? That the scale went down 5 pounds or that it went up 5? Like, how would it matter? He has no idea what it's like to be 500 pounds. Not a single clue. If he did, probably wouldn't have made the video in this way. Just being honest. Other people have gone really hard on Jesse. But remember, Jesse's a content creator. He's going to follow viral trends. And so viral trends are you find people who are very much overweight and you eat their diet. It gets a lot of views. It gets a lot of attention. And remember, this is also the goal of my channel. And so I'm going to explain what they should as well as you should be doing in order to lose weight appropriately.
182.7. I haven't eaten anything because I know that I'm gonna eat a lot of calories today.
Why does Jesse need to follow their diet? We already know that a calorie surplus causes you to lose weight. Jesse's not an idiot. He's smart. He knows how to lose weight. Look at his body. He even has a coaching program. You can hire him for the relentless crew and all of that stuff. Does he really need to eat 12,000 calories to realize that that's why these people are overweight? That eating a bunch of fast food in ridiculously high portions, it causes weight gain. Did one single person learn anything from watching this video? I'm asking you.
You've lost about 130 pounds this far in your weight loss journey? 412.6 pounds! Let's go! Let's get it! What did you used to weigh? 567 pounds.
By definition, a couple who's consistently losing weight, exercising, eating healthy cannot be the most unhealthy couple in the world.
But as for food that I'll be eating in this meal, I got a Big Mac, a 10-piece chicken McNugget, 2 large fries, a McDouble, a sweet tea, a Coke, and an Oreo McFlurry.
What are we teaching people right now? Jesse is going to consume 3,900 calories. McDonald's. Is there a single person in the world that thinks that McDonald's is healthy? There isn't one. I'm going to start teaching you. If you go to McDonald's and you order Diet Pop instead of regular, you're automatically saving calories. Now, is McDonald's food healthy? No. But if you have non-nutritive sweetened beverages, it can help you to lose weight. In comparison to water, there's actually studies on this. People who just drink plain water and never drink any Diet Pepsi and so on, they actually don't lose as much weight and they don't keep as much weight off as people who allow themselves to have the Diet Pepsi. And so if you're thinking, no, I'm going to drink a Diet Pepsi and it's going to all turn to fat somehow, this is bullshit. Diet Pepsi can curb your appetite, the fizz, the sweetness. It can prevent you from eating other shit. And so if you want to actually lose weight, you can continue to drink Diet Pop.
Not a lot.
It's definitely light.
Greek yogurt and blueberries. This is an amazing meal. Jesse knows what he's doing, but that portion is bullshit. Why are we starving them? This is asinine, as in it's stupid, it's moronic, it makes no sense. Ridiculous. Eating such a low-calorie diet It's going to have them in such a great calorie deficit, and they're going to lose a ton of muscle, feel like garbage, and eventually they're going to lose their willpower and crash off this diet. They should have had a bowl 5 times that big. 205 calories in a meal? Are you kidding me? At least combine the two. Those bowls should have been put together, and each of them should have had that and then some. And so if Jesse wanted to make this an appropriate video, he would have had my cookbook, and he would have said, make whatever you want. And so, for example, it could be a Tex-Mex omelet, or perhaps Nutella berries and cream crepe explosion. Perhaps some apple protein pancakes, banana protein pancakes, banana chocolate pancakes, whatever. Pick what you want and eat all of it until you're full as much as you want. And then track their calories. And at the end of the day, when they're still literally in a deficit, eating everything they want in full, they would quickly realize how easy it is for morbidly obese people to lose weight. All you have to do is eat healthy, low-calorie dense foods with protein, and you're losing weight. You don't need to track your calories. You don't need to do any of this shit.
But don't let looks deceive you, because along with every other meal that they'll be eating in this video, this recipe is from my Team Relentless community.
And so if Jesse's community has to diet on that, it's not going to work. I'm sorry, Jesse, I got to be honest. They are not going to be able to stick to the diet. Will the diet work? Yes. Anyone that eats in a deficit loses weight. But unless they're on a GLP-1, they are going to be so hungry they're going to be eating their hands. It doesn't work. Now, if you do need a GLP, you can of course go to Algorex. They don't have Retta because it's not FDA approved. Other research chemical sites. Remember, research chemical sites, they sell stuff that's not for human consumption. Do you really want that? And so at Algorex, it's from compounding pharmacies prescribed by doctors, actual doctors. And you can get your blood work, you can get all the things that you need. And so if you're interested, code Greg for your discount.
You guys eat much healthier now. Is it stuff like this?
Yeah, I really think Greek yogurt is a cheat code.
So sure, Greek yogurt, he calls it a cheat code. I just call it my daily life. All these foods are not cheat codes. It's just easy. But remember, I'm an educated person who has been dieting for decades. I know exactly what you need to eat. The problem is these portions are too small. It's not a cheat code if you can only eat a schmuck little serving of it. You need to eat large portions and be full.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting full. Yeah, I'm already getting full.
But while I was getting full, Tay and D-Baby were already done with their bowls of yogurt.
We're done.
And so the difference between Jesse and these two individuals, it isn't that Jesse does cardio, that he exercises, that he tries harder. The actual difference is genetics. Jesse, for $1 billion, Jesse could not get his weight up to 555 pounds. He couldn't do it. Physically, he could try, he could eat in the largest calorie surplus possible, and he would be incapable of eating that much food. And why? Because his ghrelin isn't high enough. The hunger signals. He would be too full. His leptin would be higher and he wouldn't have the food noise. Every time he would think of food, he would want to vomit. He wouldn't be able to eat. He would get sick. I tried to bulk in my past. I couldn't even do it. Past a certain point, you can't gain any more weight. It's impossible for normal human beings. For people who go up to 500 pounds and or more, they don't have the same mechanisms working in their bodies. And so that is why they need a GLP. You're thinking they don't need it. Do diabetics need insulin? Do people who have high blood pressure need telmisartan? You need what you need, and it's based on a doctor. A doctor's decision to you. If you're morbidly obese and you go to your doctor and you say, do you think I should be on tirzepatide, Ozempic? And the doctor says yes, then I think you should be on it. I don't think that you should say, no, I don't need it. I'm trying to do it without it. This is ridiculous. If a doctor prescribes you a statin, insulin, blood pressure medication, you're just going to say no? Wouldn't that make you an idiot? Why are you going to the doctor in the first place? And so remember, Algorex has doctors and they prescribe you what you need. Code Greg for your discount.
It's also important to note that whatever I don't finish, I have to do burpees associated with the number of calories I didn't eat.
What I thought was going to happen was it was going to be 100 burpees per 100 calories. Jesse should have to do 1,200 burpees to actually see what it's like. That way he could actually be nervous. He would understand the pressure, the stress of having to eat all this food. Because if he had to do 1,200 burpees for falling short, he wouldn't have felt so short. Now, would he? Or he would have burned off so many calories during those 1,200 burpees that he would have been hungry for his next meal.
Oh, essential water.
Oh, protein bars.
Oh, this is really good.
That is good.
See, you can eat healthy and it still tastes good.
And so, as Jesse says, you can eat healthy and it still tastes good. For example, you can get the Seagull bars. You don't need to eat the chocolate bars. These are amazing. When you go to a gas station, you could buy the protein bar of your choice. You can also purchase the diet version of whatever you want to drink. If it's Gatorade, you could drink lower sugar Gatorade. If it's pop, you can drink diet pop. It's essentially easy.
Oh my God, there's 2 Twix bars still.
Since I couldn't stomach all 4, I stuffed one in my mouth and went to go pay off the rest of my calories with burpees.
3 burpees, that's it.
And so we have a man with 12% body fat or less, full-on six-pack, extremely athletic, doing 3 burpees for punishment. I mean, exercise is actually a reward.
We're here at the gym. It is time to get our workout in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Uno reverse time. So what's your guys' workout for me?
Nothing. You get to be on the couch later.
And so clearly we knew that they weren't working out. To get to being 500 plus pounds, you're not going to the gym and lifting weights. You're not walking. You're not exercising. You have no energy. You feel horrible. Life essentially sucks. And so some amount of dopamine you're receiving from eating food, you literally would have a very difficult time just walking to the bathroom. Just showering is difficult. You don't have the energy to walk to the mall, to go grocery shopping, none of that stuff. And so you're Uber Eatsing, you're sitting down. Life is not the same.
Today's the most I've ever done. Like being up, being moving. We've been up early. The fact that all of this was an opportunity for us.
Just driving to a fast food restaurant, just going to the gym and getting in a few sets, it's already more than anything he's ever done. The nightmare of having to be mobile, it's very, very hard. And so when you're this fat, you can't just go and exercise normally. You just need to lose some weight and do the bare minimum. Some walking, slow walking, that is enough. You don't need to go to the gym and lift all kinds of weight and go faster and harder than last time. You just literally need to do a little bit. Calorie deficit, some movement, and you're good. Save the harder stuff for later.
Would you guys normally DoorDash?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've spent thousands, probably.
In a day, we could probably spend an easy 150 to 200.
What?
If we were really struggling, yeah.
And so what I really don't understand is who is enabling these people to get this fat? Because when you're 550 pounds and you can't walk, what job is hiring you? What job can you do while weighing this much? I'm asking because I do not know. If you don't have energy to walk to the bathroom, how do you have enough energy to go to work? If they're unable to leave the house to go and pick up groceries, to cook, to do any of this, and they have to Uber Eats every day and it's $200 a day, well, $200 a day on Uber Eats would equal to $70,000 a year. How are they making $70,000 a year? And on top of that, paying for rent, for insurance, to buy clothes, all of this? It makes no sense.
All right, guys, I'm tapping out. 1,900 calories. That's 19 burpees. Oh, this is bad.
This is nothing for Jesse. Jesse eating their meal doesn't feel like them eating their meal. They ate because they enjoyed it. They ate because they were hungry. If you try to eat the same diet as somebody who weighs 500 pounds, you're not going to be able to do it. It doesn't mean that they were miserable every time they ate it. They enjoyed it because they were hungry. To the same extent, when I eat a very large meal in comparison to a bikini competitor, we cannot just swap meals and think, oh, this is what it's like to be you. No, it's not like that at all. When I eat 1,000 calories, I'm just getting started. When you eat 1,000 calories, you're full. We have different lives. We have different requirements. And so my life is like your life. If we don't Uno reverse carb and we eat our own diets, Bikini Girl, she eats her diet. Coach Greg, he eats his diet. We're equal. Now we feel the same. That is what it's like in the real world.
Oh, this is worse than Diamond Gym. This is Diamond Gym meets McDonald's. Oh.
And so when Jesse eats whatever he wants to weigh whatever he does, it feels about the same as when they eat whatever they want to weigh what they weigh. I'm sorry, but that is how it works. Most people who are fit are not magically fit because they're doing everything perfectly. They're just existing. They're just lucky. They have the proper genetics. Now, Of course, when Jesse was dieting down for a bodybuilding competition, that was hard. That is not where his body fat wanted to be. But in the off season, when you're living your normal life, most people are not struggling. I don't constantly look at food and think, I need to put the fork down. I can't eat this meal. I can only eat that. Or, oh my goodness, I'm going to get fat. No, I have very fortunate genetics. And on top of that, I lift weights, I have a lot of muscle, and I do a shit ton of cardio. If you lived my life, you would lose weight. It would be easy, but you need to like it, or perhaps not even like it, love it. When you're racing bikes, for example, I rode my bike twice yesterday. It was a competition in the evening, following a full body workout, and riding my bike in the afternoon. If you did that, think of it, training twice in a single day, do you know how easy it is to lose weight?
I really enjoyed gaming mostly while I was drinking.
How much would you drink while you played video games?
12 to 16. Michelob Ultras.
And so when you're an alcoholic drinking 12 to 16 beers a day and playing 5 hours of video games each and every day, of course you're going to gain weight. You're not moving, you're sitting down. The calories in those beers on top of the foods that you're eating, it's very, very unhealthy.
What do you think made the biggest change besides Tay?
He was the change.
I love that.
And so she met her special person. It motivated her to stop the drinking, to stop playing all of the video games, to stop the antidepressants, and to start living her life. If you don't have that special person is you. You don't need anyone else. Do it for yourself. Now, if yourself is not enough, for some people, hey, I don't have anyone. Well, do you not have a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, an acquaintance, a dog or a cat or perhaps even a bird? Find your reason to live and live your life better than ever before.
This is probably going to be one of my hardest, but it's the end of the day. We're going to power through.
Dude, we got this.
We got this.
We're PRing in life today. But little did I know, since I've never been to Dairy Queen before.
He's never been to Dairy Queen. I literally was there 4 days ago. Now, I didn't end up buying anything because nothing was really all that exciting. Normally, I just like the Dairy Queen ice cream cake, but I was like, I don't need it. Maybe next time. Definitely for my birthday in September.
We've got some fresh, diet, but still tasty ice cream sandwiches. We've got the secret recipe of an Oreo McFlurry Diet Jesse edition.
And so finally, a great recipe to replace the flurry that he was having, the McFlurry. You can eat your ice cream, you can eat your delicious recipes, you just need to make them lower in calories.
What was Dairy Queen to you?
I think it was like really my safe place because ice cream has always been my favorite thing.
And so same, ice cream was in fact my favorite thing for me as well. Now, I remember back in the day when I was bulking to try to break the world record in the bench press, I had to put on a significant amount of body fat. I didn't like it, but I had to. I was eating ice cream about 2 liters a day. It helped to get in a lot of calories. And then once that ended and I had to get lean again, I found I was missing the taste of ice cream. And so because I had had ice cream every single day for so long, I now find it very difficult to go without it. And so what did I have to do? Well, I had to no longer buy the ice cream. When the ice cream was in the fridge and it's nighttime and you walk to the fridge, what do you think you're going to do? You're going to sit there and spoon after spoon, you're thinking, I'll just have 5 or 6 spoons. No. You eat it until it's gone. The same applied to cereal. And so my advice is get that shit out of the house. And by shit, I mean trigger foods, foods that you have a hard time putting the fork down or putting down and not eating. It could be chips, crackers, cookies, candies, whatever it is, get that shit out of the house. Don't think that your willpower is just going to be there. You don't have it. You're not cut out for this shit. Get it out of the house. Not saying you can never eat it, but just don't make it easy. Don't have it sitting in your pantry. Now, you visit your friends, there's a gathering, a party, and they bring out the Doritos. You eat the Doritos. This is what I do. I don't have it in my house, but when I'm visiting my friends, we're watching the UFC, I'm eating the shit food that they're providing because that is what I do. This is living a normal life. And so instead of that, you have the healthy replacements. If I were to show you my fridge right now, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, you literally would not imagine having that much delicious foods in one fridge at the same time. And so you really think it's hard for me to lose weight? It's hard for me to stay on point? No, because I'm proactive with my health. I have everything available. Now, obviously it's easy. I have chefs that cook all these delicious meals. They have my cookbook. I highlight the various meals that I'm going to eat for the next 2 weeks. I make any of this at any time. I don't care. And so there'd be 10 different meals. What do I want? A lasagna here, risotto, whatever I want. It's in the fridge and it's low in calories and high in protein. And so if you want to have a Coach Greg diet, pick up my cookbook version 3.1 and let's get started today.
I'm not gonna lie, it really opened my eyes. that being overweight is not a choice. I never even thought about the aspect of that it's not enjoyable for overweight people.
Jesse, being overweight is still a choice. Just because there's two fat people sitting in front of you doesn't mean it isn't a choice. They chose to eat the foods that they were eating. They could have chose not to. Was his choice harder to make than yours? Absolutely. His hunger hormones are higher, but he still has to choose it. And so whatever you're addicted to, whatever your vice is, you're still choosing it. Let's not take the power away from these people. Acting like it's not a choice, that takes their people's power away. And if it's too hard because of the food noise, guess what? They have medications for that now. There is no excuse. If you can't lose the weight, you can be prescribed Ozempic or, for example, Tirzepatide. If you can't get it from your doctor, you can go to Algorex. Doctors can prescribe you what you need. Do you need peptides? Do you need enclomiphene? Do you need telmisartan? Are you losing your hair? Do you need finasteride, dutasteride? Do you need Cialis? You can't get it up because your wife is so disgusting that you can't look at her anymore. Do you need some help? If you do, you can go to AlgoRx and use code Greg for your discount.
Everyone take one big spoonful. We got fresh spoons. Eli, I need some big scoops out of this. I can't do it alone.
I'm not sure how this promotes eating healthy by getting a bunch of kids, teenagers to eat a blizzard together in celebration of not being fat and getting fat. Why not give them the healthy ice cream? Like, why are we making these people get the blizzard? He should have took the blizzard and threw it on the ground.
I was 182.7 this morning. Yo, that's not that crazy. 186.7, I gained 4 pounds.
No big deal, 4 pounds. You need a 3,500 calorie surplus to gain 1 pound of fat. And so if you're in a, for example, 3,500 calorie surplus for 100 days, you're gonna gain 100 pounds of fat. This is not good. And so small changes over the course of months and or years are what's happening. If you're, for example, 100 pounds overweight right now and you're in your 30s, it only took perhaps 100 calorie surplus each and every day for decades to get to that weight. It doesn't take much to, over time, make you fat.
415.
415.
Tay actually gained weight.
Eating food to this extent, it's an addiction. It's not like when you're just 20 or 30 pounds overweight. It's not Jesse James trying to diet for a bodybuilding competition or having a six-pack. This is like a disease. With a disease, you need to go and see a doctor. You need medical help. And to me, you need a GLP. I don't even care if you get it from Algorex. Go to your frigging doctor and get some help. To the same extent, if you're an alcoholic, you're drinking alcohol every single day, you need some help. You need to find a way to stop. It's bad for you. Hopefully, the cookbook that I created can be of help to many of you. I know close to 100,000 you have purchased this book. Many thanks. I've heard countless stories, thousands of people who've lost hundreds of pounds. Also, GLP Max. This is an oral version that can reduce your appetite by up to 28%. That is a significant difference. 20%. You go from an 8 out of 10 hunger to a 6. GLP, not banned, oral. Also, GO2 Max for improved cardio, more energy. And so if these people had taken the GO2 Max to GLP Max or perhaps gone to Algorex or seen their doctors, they would be continuing to lose weight. They wouldn't be relapsing and they would have a plan. Oftentimes, it's not just enough to try. You need somebody to guide you. If you're interested in having me coaching you, you can, of course, click the link for that as well. And if you have a supplement store and or gym and you want to carry these supplements to sell in your store, you can, of course, click the link for that as well. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo, and of course, go to Algorex, watch the top, then the bottom videos. And until next time, guys, I am out.